feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions. You feel like, you feel like, you feel like, you feel like rain in the morning, giving me mixed emotions.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing on today? God is about to expose your enemy. God is about to. How you doing, Miss Amelia? Welcome, honey. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? Thank you for them beautiful roses. God is about to expose your enemy. A lot of times, y'all, we go through things in life and we could tell family member, friends, some might believe and some don't. But I believe in the season that we're in, God is going to allow your enemy to be seen, exposed for the things they've been doing to y'all. A lot of us have family member doing pretty good. You're welcome, Bunny. Thank you, Miss Amelia. We speak things that we go through in life. We're going to have some that's not going to believe us. Hello, Betty Boop. How you doing, honey? How are you? I hope all is well with you and your family, Betty Boop. Most time we express different things we go through in life, and it will be some that believe us and some not going to believe what we say. But in the midst of all of it, God is going to allow our enemy to be exposed for the things that they keep doing to us over and over again. And I be praying that the enemy wake up and realize we living in different times. I pray for my enemy, y'all, as well as I pray for my family. And I always ask God to get them a stable mind. I really believe a lot of our enemy is not in their right mind. It's like they can't even see the different changes that's taking place right before our eyes. Every single day, life is changing itself. You can see it. Things are not even the same no more. Hello, Sister Betty Boop. How are you? Prayer to you and your family. The enemy is not realizing what's going on right before our eyes. A lot of weird things going on, y'all. That's why it's very important that we get everything done right this lifetime. Then when we come back, it won't be so hard. Today's time that we're living in, people believe fame, fortune, looks. They believe in having the most nicest things. It's like competition. They're not looking at it as a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture. This world that we live in, it just, we say it all the time on this live, it's just an illusion. But it's more to this world than what we could ever imagine. It really is beautiful love and craziness in this world right now. Yes, it is, Betty Boop. I haven't watched the news in months. To be honest, I don't know what's going on unless somebody tell me. The news used to make me so depressed. That's why I stopped watching it. That's why I like to hear it from other people, what's going on instead. Times are changing. It doesn't even look the same no more. People who we thought been on pedestals, they ain't on pedestal no more, y'all. Some of these people, they fall hard. I just pray that these people wake up and stop allowing the enemy to use them. I haven't watched the news in 4 years. Betty Boop, girl, this is a year for me. A year and some months, almost 2 years. Betty Boop said these storms are happening just like you said they would. You better stop it, Betty Boop. You serious? Wow. Yeah, we supposed to be faced with that. Should we talk about this, what, a couple months ago, I think? Now don't forget now, we still gotta come into that plague. That plague. That's why I pray for my enemy that they wake up and just do the right thing. God is allowing the enemy to be tricked. Betty Boop said yes. Wow. Wow. Because them stones was part of the prophecy that I saw, Betty Boop. Not only that, we supposed to be coming into that plague, baby. And that's why, I pray for my enemy. I try to pray for everybody. It's only going to get harder, Betty Boop. It's not going to get no easier for us. And these people who choose to keep operating on demon time, they're the ones going to get caught up with these different things that can be faced upon this earth. God's people is going to be safe. Some of these men's and women out here, they running rampant, thinking it's okay. They're afraid to grow old. So they end up dating these little young boys, these little young little girls who haven't even matured enough to understand life itself. Didn't even matured enough to even understand discernment. Some don't even understand. Even if the enemy is right in their face, they don't even have that knowledge to understand. Because they're so caught up on the materialistic things of this world that doesn't really matter. God don't want us to get caught up on materialistic things. He want all of us to get ourselves together. Welcome, Wonder Woman. How you doing, honey? Welcome, Wonder Woman. God don't want us to get caught up in the things of this world. He wants us to stay focused. Even if we're going through trials and tribulations, he wants us to stay focused in spite of. When he allows us to go through things, he just want us, the things that we go through, those who choose to hold on in spite of what it looked like. He uses us to show to others we could come out as pure gold. Everything don't last forever. That's why when I pray, I ask God, I want to go ahead and finish, pay the price for anything I'm supposed to pay that I have done. Forgive me. Why I don't have to keep going through no more. People don't realize until we give up the ghost, we're going to continue to keep going through over and over again. Until we pay our debt back with God, we got to pay our debt back. A lot of time when I'm quiet, I be sitting there thinking, just praying to God inside about a lot of things. We're going to need our strength, y'all. When the time is near, we're going to need our strength. And those who choose to keep standing in their own mud over and over again, they're going to wish they have changed. God don't want us to be wrapped up in the lustful world, the people therein and things that's in this world. He don't want us to be wrapped up in that. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun here and there, but God wants us to use common sense when we are out in public, even when we are around people, things we choose to do. We but to be faced with a big challenge in a couple of months. These people who choose not to wake up, they're going to regret it so bad. God is putting just about all his people through different challenges just to see how much you can endure, but he will never put too much on you that you can't bear. He don't never favor one over the next. He give all of us a test. He don't want us to just throw in the towel. He wants us to keep going in spite of. If they did it back in them times, God looking at us, why we can't do it? May say, hey, Sister Wonder Woman, prayer for you and your family. They're going to wish they had changed. You is so right, Miss Amelia. They're going to regret it. And you know what? I always say, you can serve God and still have fun, long as you having clean fun. Most people be thinking, when you serve God, you can't do that no more. It's just boring. You can't have your fun. You can still have fun. God just wants us to have common sense, not to rob people, not to lie. Don't be out here stealing things that don't belong to us. He just wants to use common sense. He don't want you to drink till you get drunk. He laid the rules down so plain and simple a baby can understand it. The more we correct people around us, not saying that we telling people what to do, but the more we correct people in their wrongdoing and say that's not right, I don't agree, the more God is going to power you up. None of us should be jealous of nobody. God don't never favor more than the next. If the enemy only will lay down and just do what's right by God, I promise you, they can have anything they want, their heart desire, but they want the quick way. The quick way is the tricky way. You're getting tricked out of your life. The enemy is tricking y'all out of your life when you're sitting here getting things the fast way. The enemy is tricking a lot of these people out of their spot, and they're not even understanding what's in front of them. They're not even understand. They don't even have a clue what's going on. They don't even have a clue. The season that we are living in, God is really guiding his people. You can be on the highway. God will say, don't go that way. Or he'll say, I need you to leave now. I'm going to need you to wait a little while. God is really speaking to his people. And if the enemy don't have this type guide, y'all going to be lost. You're going to regret it. How you doing, Miss Carla? Good morning to you, honey. Good to see you too, Miss Carla. They're going to regret it, Miss Amelia. I pray, and let me tell y'all, God is a good God, but one thing about God, he is an angry God too. And I always used to pray when I was much younger. I used to always ask God, please, God, don't allow my kids to suffer for anything I choose to do. Some of these people who running rampant, they don't believe that God can do anything he want to do to even kids if he want to do it to set you down to get you on the right track. I don't love my kids more than God. I don't. Somebody may say, you that lady. No, I'm not crazy because God, we as mother, we birth kids, but these kids belong to God. Sometimes people will use the thing you very love just to get to you. That's why you're not supposed to. Don't ever love something so much that you can't let it go. I don't care what it is. The enemy will try to use the thing you very love to get to you. I sit and pray for my enemy. I said, look, get yourself together. We going through the same thing our forefathers been through for generations now. But our enemy prefer to be on demon time. They don't want to get themselves together. They don't want to do the right thing. But the minute God done bless you with something, they behind the scenes talking about you, mocking you, lying on you, putting their nose up at you when you go around the family too. Family too. Ain't just friends, it's family too. When they can do the same exact thing. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. Keep your head up no matter what happens. Every day you get up, if you put in your mind you only going through a test, your whole day gonna be a test, you'll get past all your obstacles. Anything come your way, I promise you, that test gonna come in the forefront of your mind. You're going through a test, don't fail your test. God gonna bring that remembrance back in your head. I don't care if somebody try to argue with you. It's gonna come in the forefront of your mind. This is a test. Don't fail your test. And it's just getting worse. It just seemed like some of these people out here, the older they get, the more wicked they get. Then you got the younger generations running wild, want to knock their parents off, want to do the most. The young generation now, y'all, they tapping into some other things that our mind couldn't even fathom. My daughter going on 16 years old. I gotta constantly talk to her in spite of. I know she not doing it, but just for me to keep her mind in perfect peace because I understand she gotta be around other kids. Y'all remember I told y'all a couple months ago, these teenagers was by my window, and God told me to go by my window, and he tell me why they been by my window. These kids look about 16, 15, 13 to 16 years old. The two girls ran, they got away, but I was able to catch the boy. I said, who teaching y'all this mess? Don't y'all know that young boy looked me in my eye and lied? And when he thought about it, He hold his head up and say, I don't know them. I just been back. I just walked back here with them, and I just been talking to them. Why they been doing? I don't know what that is. They've been doing. God was telling me in the spirit, he lying, but I never said to him. But God, every time he was, the whole time he was talking, God was saying he lying. And I was looking at that young man. I said, don't be doing that. I said, that's wrong. Don't do that. When you got parents who teach their kids this type of stuff, that's no love. A lot of these women and men's out here, they've been broken as when they was young, they was broken. You says buffering, Miss Amelia. Y'all, is my video buffering? Because Miss Amelia want to know if it's hers or if it's me. If it is, please let us know. Okay, Betty Boop said hers isn't Miss Amelia. Keep your head up. Stay focused on every single thing in your life, your kids' life. Stay focused, y'all, and pay attention. Because when I said some of these people on demon time, they're on straight demon time. Right where I live at, right where I'm from right now. They got people out here who be stealing people inheritance, different things that been left to them. They got people set up in different places, orchestrating things, and they take what belong to other people. If your mommy and daddy living, auntie, whoever in your family, close relative, a friend, whoever in your family, y'all need to sit and talk things out. Because when I was young, I sit and I talk to these older people, but different things on what's going on. How things gonna be done, how it's gonna be set up, how it's gonna be done, who gonna do what. It's very important you ask these type questions, y'all. Because there's gonna be somebody who gonna want what you got. God intend for the enemy to have your blessing. But I believe God would trick the enemy. You get what I'm saying? God would trick the enemy. Let me tell y'all something. See, the enemy, one thing the enemy don't understand, when God done bless you with something, is for you. You already been branded with that, right? The enemy might be thinking they got other ways of getting what belong to you, but God said that's not going to happen. God is baiting the enemy. When I say bait the enemy, he baiting the enemy to where these are people who never want to change their wicked ways. These are people who keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So he baiting them by using things that we have to pull them out in the open where the whole world can see who they are, just because they don't want to change. People who claiming to be so spiritual that they love and they love everybody and they don't do this and do that. God is allowing the enemy to be exposed for who they are. He weaning them out. And when he wean them out, he putting judgment on these people who do this type of stuff. It's like tricking them. That's why don't ever get so greedy for something that doesn't belong. I tell my kids that all the time. God bless everybody who want to put their work in and do the right thing. I find money all the time in my washing machine, my dryer. Even though it's my home, I don't keep it because I know I didn't put it there. It wasn't mine. That's not my, if that's my daughter clothes and I'm washing her stuff. And you probably find like a $30 bill, $10 hair, or 20, 30, $40, whatnot. I pick the money up until she get back in to get her stuff. That's hers. God will use the simple things to test his people. That's what he do to test his people. Sometimes people lose their blessings with God because that's how they get tricked. They believe this is my house and I wash the clothes so I get to keep the money. No. You got to put in your mind, I done prayed to God for something. I need my prayer to manifest. So I know it's not my money. I didn't put it there. So let me give it back to that person. Y'all ever notice when you pray, things are pop right before your eyes? It could be money. You could find money probably on your house floor and you don't have a house full of people. I'm using this for an example. You may have a house full of people and you find $20 on the floor. In your mind, you might be thinking that's your home. So, hey, that's my $20 since it's been on my floor. But you're not thinking that you already done prayed and asked God to send you blessings in your life. Ask God to fix your finances. You done prayed and asked God for a good bit of things, right? Instead of you picking that $20 up and asking, did anybody lose any money in here? And if you lose any money, how much did you lose? And if somebody said, yeah, at my 20, I lost $20. Give it to that person. If nobody can't tell you how much they lost and you got a $20 bill, or if nobody not claiming that $20, then keep it. That's how a lot of people throw their blessings away because they believe if they pick something up in their car or their house, that's theirs. Their whole blessing got unheard when when you done went into prayer and you done took that money and you didn't ask who was it? Because you always got to understand other people in need too. That might have been somebody last $20 or they $10 they had. So when you done went in prayer and asked God to bless your finances, the minute you kept that money, you didn't even see who money it was. You done throw your prayer in the trash. God tests us like that. That's how he tests us. I done find money in the most weirdest places. And when it ain't nobody, they say, ain't been mine. They ain't been mine. I kept it. I said, Lord, I thank you for the blessing. See, I can't pick up something off the floor and I know I got people in the house say, Lord, I thank you for this blessing. That's not a blessing from God if somebody have dropped it. You got to make sure that money is clear before you keep that money. Whatever test, I don't care what you're going through in life. I don't care if you ain't got no food. I don't care if you ain't got no gas. Do the right thing before you spend that money. Whatever you do the right thing because you want all your prayers to manifest through God. He's going to send us through all kind of tests, trials and tribulation. We're going to go against different things. That's just a test. Sometimes God allow your enemy to be in your presence. I don't care if you to the store just to test you before you get your blessings. Don't fail your test. Don't fail your test. Don't lose out. Yeah, Miss May, it could be your Wi-Fi. because I had to change my, I had to up my Wi-Fi. Baby, so thank you, Carly. It's greatly appreciated. Man, y'all have a nice night. I'm not going to stay on here long. I'm at my 30-minute mark. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Betty Boop, Wonder Woman, my prayers with you and your family. In this time of y'all bereavement, may the Most High God, honey, be with y'all in this time of need. We all got an expiration date. But I believe as long as you got breath in your body, you always ask God to extend your years. It's very important you do that. You're welcome, Betty Boop. Don't ever just wake up and not ask God to extend your time. You ain't got to, the times you can remember when you pray, just ask God to extend your years. Because everybody got an expiration date. It's rules to everything in this world, y'all. You have not because you ask not. Was that Saul who's supposed to have died and he turned to the wall and he was asking God to extend his years and God did because he's supposed to have died? Wonder Woman said, thank you, beautiful, loving ladies. You're welcome, Wonder Woman. But yeah, just ask God to extend your years no matter who it is. Always ask that when you could remember. Y'all have a nice night and thank you once again for joining me. Make sure you hit the like button. Beautiful love.